Oh, that's nice. Good morning, everybody. Hello, I'm Clarice Hay from BeHealing.com. My voice isn't working very well this morning. It's going to take a while to warm up, so sorry about that. But this morning I'm going to be doing some channeling about twin flames, see where they're at the moment. I'm feeling definite movement forward, getting a lot of signs about it as well. How about anyone else? Full moon tomorrow. Full moon in Aquarius tomorrow. If I can speak. We're still in that Lionsgate energy as well. So there's a lot going on. So let's find out. Now, I will be doing mini reads as well. So if you're interested in a mini read, if you're on here live with me, check out that pinned comment. That comment that's pinned up top of the live chat that tells you how to get those mini reads. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in there for your donation. You can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker if you want, if that's easier for you here on YouTube. Do that, and then after you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in for your reading. Now, it doesn't have to be a specific question. It can be. It doesn't have to be. You can just ask for general guidance, general love guidance, whatever it is that you want. We'll be specific. So we'll be doing that. But let's get some cards out about twin flames. Let's get going on it. Well, my voice warms up. See what we're talking about. Morning, Deborah. Wide awake at 1 a.m. I was awake in the middle of the night. 2, yeah, full moons. It's hard to sleep around them, isn't it? Yeah. I'll be going away tomorrow. And that's the thing too. I've been getting messages about that. Signs about it. Going away by myself. The energy update was about it today as well. Doing something by yourself. And if you are going away by yourself or doing something by yourself, it could be very interesting what goes down. I'm feeling it myself. For tomorrow, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow, finally getting my teeth finished. Can't wait. We've got growth. We've got movement. We've got growth happening. Let's find out more. So yeah, I'm with you there, Deborah. I was awake in the night too. I went to bed early too, so I was at Ganja Fast. Well, I think it was called something else, but I'm calling it Ganja Fast. So for those of you who don't know, marijuana has been legalized in Thailand a couple of months now, I think. And yeah, we had a food fast on the beach. I went to help my friends out. They had stalls there, and yeah, it was nice. It's amazing the amount of people that didn't want to have ganja in their food, in fact. I didn't. My friends didn't. They were selling the food with or without. And a lot of people asked for without. Interesting, I thought. But, yeah, it's not my drug, that's for sure. But good on everyone that wants to enjoy it, because there are a lot of people here that do. We've got a catalyst here, something. But let's read it. Meet Luna. She may be a little ominous at first, but don't worry. She's truly here to help us. She's the catalyst. She's the kitty form of the Philosopher's Stone, the magical alchemy that metaphorically turns lead into gold. She might shake things up like a crazy thunderstorm, but the sky will be so much clearer afterward. She's the maven of breakthroughs and revelations. When Luna crosses your path, you might feel a shiver, but do not be afraid. It's only the first sign of a miraculous shift. So, catalyst, something that gets it moving, gets this. See, I'm getting movement from this growth card. Let's get one of these out. Going to Helsinki in the middle of the month. So some of you might be going away like right now, today, or doing something by yourself today. Some of you might be tomorrow or middle of the month, you know. But there's something in that. There's something in it. Stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. Things becoming clear. Well, let's find out more with the tarot. Thank you, Jackie, and welcome. Join our Facebook group, everybody. Here's the link to it. And don't forget to click like on this video and subscribe and all that stuff as well. It really helps me out. So, guides, what do you want to tell us about this twin flame thing? We are feeling that there's movement imminent, and there's something about when we get the intuition to go do something alone, to do that, because something's going to happen. Tell us more. Six of Pentacles, reciprocation. Okay, what I'm getting from this is, you know how I was just saying before I picked the cards, this is what we're thinking, and the guides say, Six of Pentacles, it's reciprocated. Your person, your twin, on the same page about this. They're feeling like something's about to happen. They're feeling like maybe it's time to make a move. Whatever it is that you've got going on at the moment, if you're having that intuition that something's about to happen, or whatever it is that you're having the intuition about, your person is having the same right now. They're on the same page. It's reciprocated. Some more. Don't forget, if anyone wants a mini read, check out that pinned comment up top. Okay. We've got the Page of Wands, which suggests some exciting event or exciting news. Perhaps it's the catalyst. I'm getting mixed signs from this. I'm getting mixed feelings from it. It's exciting. And the excitement could have you wanting to... What is this? Not wanting to pounce on it. Are you going to do that? It's more... Yeah, you're going to take advantage of the opportunity, but perhaps a little too much. Perhaps you'll take it too far. You know, the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands and that kind of thing. You can take things too far. So something exciting is happening. Because whatever your intuition is at the moment, it's reciprocated. They're on the same page. And so this is what we've been waiting for, right? For vibrations to be aligned. We seem to be coming into a point of alignment at the moment with our twins. And Page of Wands, that catalyst, that thing, so the universe is like, okay, can bring them together now. Just clash, crash kind of thing. So exciting. I mean, how long have we been waiting for this? That you might want to rush things, like the Page of Wands does. The Three of Cups, this is like celebration. And then Judgment. Be discerning about it. Celebrations. You're going to want to celebrate. I'm getting goosebumps with that. You're going to want to celebrate. You're going to want to tell everyone, kind of thing. You use your discernment about that. Don't let's take it too fast now. This slow progression is a good thing. Don't take it too fast now. There's movement happening. There's something starting. There's contact made or something like that around this time. Because they're finally in that same vibration. And I'm just getting that message. You might want to take it too far, though, with that one's energy. You see, it could have been the Page of Pentacles, right, which would be the best, really. But it's not. It's the Page of Wands, so it's like you might feel to go all in or to, just take it too fast. The Emperor, Divine Masculine. Now I need to get another card out. Oh, I have to move you guys over because I've not got enough space. What about the Emperor? I don't trust that card. Bring it out if... I don't know, it's just the way I started shuffling. Here we go. That's more like it. We've got the Two of Cups and the Sun. That's more like it, isn't it? The love offer for happiness. There's communication coming in from the Emperor. It's about time you are happy. Now it's the start of things. The Emperor stepping forward with that. So if you're the Divine Feminine and you're thinking, oh, it's time for me to contact them, it's not that. It's not that. Divine Feminine, I would just go with the, if you've got intuition to do something or go somewhere, do that. I would just kind of make yourself available for, I think the catalyst will happen anyway, you know? Okay, well, let's get more cards out. You felt a big shift in the energy today, Deborah. Felt like the fear you get because things are changing and it's on 9. Bit tearful. Yeah, old energy leaving. Yeah, I have been feeling quite emotional the last few days. And I think it's the same thing. I'm trying to remember. Morning, Simran. Oh, I got an email from you and haven't replied because I was too busy yesterday. I was run off my feet. Really, I never stopped yesterday. I will respond to you today and I've got a bit more time. Book of Shadows Tarot, let's find out what's going on. Oh, and thanks for your donation, Simran. And Jessica too. Okay, tell us more. What's going on? What's going on with the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine? What do we need to know? That exact question that Jessica just asked. What do we need to know right now? Well, yeah, I'll be getting on a ferry in the morning to go to the 2 islands away to get my teeth finished. Very nice if someone came with me. Transformation. Look at this. I love this card. The way that she is like striding forward with determination. She's definitely doing a dancey kind of start. She's determined. Look, she's going into the underworld. She's going back into the darkness. She's like, here we go. Let's do this. Let's go there. And also Venus. Wow. The 3 of Fire. Let's read these out. Transformation. She's ready. Let's read that one out. Anyone else want a mini read? I'll do them shortly. Oh, you're listening back later, Jessica. Okay. Where are you? Transformation. Have a look at the pictures. Oh, it's going to be one of the last ones. Can't find her. It's not that I'm stupid. There she is. It's that these are out of order in this book. I don't know why they put them out of order, but they have. So it's very difficult to find them. And what the titles that they put at the top aren't matching the cards either to make it even more tricky. So you've got to go off the picture. So this is a Chariot card. And it says transformation on here. Our lives are a cycle and have cycle within cycles. Many of these are a natural result of life. We cannot change them, only flow with them or flail against them. The way we experience them can be a transformative experience. Don't fight it, because if you're fighting it, you're fighting the whole universe. We also create cycles by ourselves, by the choices we make and the actions we take. And these cycles, the consequences are also life-changing. In addition, the choices we make and the thought process by which we arrive at those decisions are also transformative experiences. As we move through all the coexisting cycles, we create change and we are change. It's an interesting paradox. We exist in the middle of it as the earth exists in both night time and daylight. There's change, there's movement, there's transformation. Yeah, we're feeling it. And then the 3 of Fire is Venus. What's she got to say? So it's the Divine Feminine, like in this deck, like It's Venus. The goddess Venus. She's equated with love and romance, beauty and pleasure. She also governs creativity, talents of all sorts, and art. As an astrological player, Venus is true to her image and certainly represents love, partnerships, and marriage. Those, however, are just one facet of Venus's energy. At her most basic, she represents attraction, both what we're attracted to and what we attract to ourselves. Looking at this idea in terms of the law of attraction, we draw towards us and is drawn toward what we value and what we desire. The 3 of 5 denotes an energy of attraction, whether to another person, to an ideal, or to an item. We can see by this card and those surrounding it how the attraction itself affects the situation. So we've got movement, says transformation, with this attraction. In addition, the nature of the thing desired or valued may be revealed. So we're talking law of attraction here. The catalyst, the universe putting 2 people together. It might be chance meetings on both accounts. One person might know, say, that you're going somewhere, and then they go there and they take the chance with you. Or it might be that the universe has orchestrated that you both are unaware of it and you're both acting on your intuition and going, but you're going to the same place at the same time. It's because energies have aligned. You know how I've been going on and on and on about relationships being the hardest because our vibrations all over the place. We're up and down, they're up and down, they're up and down. To try and be on the same, try and have this reciprocal energy at the same time. It's really tricky. Really. And so it feels like there's a collision. There's a collision course going on with the divine masculine, divine feminine here. Very shortly, something's going to happen. Morning, Tony. Got the crone of earth. And she's saying, she's laying the earth to rest. Even the earth must regenerate, and there's time for everything in this life, including death. So I feel like the divine feminine might have let go enough, is what it feels. Let go enough to be on the same page as the divine masculine. And then, of course, we've got the divine masculine. Of course, we have the God. This is the Emperor. In his power. Yeah. Interesting, we've got the feminine as like the soft Venus this time, not the Empress. She's been coming out a lot. She might come out a lot again, but the masculine's showing up as this one now. The Emperor. Tell us more. I'm feeling tired today. I came home like super early, just as the sun was going down. Well, after the sun went down, but before it just went dark. It was going darkish when I came back. Because I need to be in bed for so long to get good sleep now with menopause. I still only got 6 hours, even though I was in bed at like 7:30. Because I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm a little bit tired. Yeah. Apart from that, I'm good. Then we've got the Four of Air. Look at this. Walking down a dark alley, it's taking a chance. Scared. He's scared, but still, the god showing up as the Emperor, taking charge of things. Four of Air. Four of Air. Omens. He's been getting signs, eh? Omens are a really interesting way for the divine to communicate with us. Something going on, hey? The universe is bringing us together. Signs, intuition, omens. So he's getting signs. He's getting signs, perhaps, that he needs to act now. Omens are a really interesting way for the divine to communicate with us. Omens are simple things that occur in everyday life, but somehow they're significant. Some are common omens, sometimes called superstitions, such as the one we see in the card, image of a black cat crossing someone's path. Oh yeah, there's the black cat. Here in the corner. These type of omens are not always accepted or recognized by practicing witches. We're more likely to pay attention to signs, signals, animals, words, images, or situations that both happen a certain number of times in a short period of time, or have intensely personal significance to the recipient. Okay, so the universe is having you collide. Almost literally. I was at the beach yesterday afternoon, and then so I was only on the main road. I came up, rode a little bit down the main road, and then into here. I was only on the main road for about 30 meters. We almost collided in that time. Literally, I was on going toward the other side of the road to turn right when he came past. Huh. But personal significance to the recipient. I think the divine masculine is being bombarded with signs at the moment. A lot of them. Universe flinging signs at the divine masculine. Most often, omens are received unbidden. That is, we don't ask for an omen to occur. Yeah, it's annoying when we ask for signs, isn't it? We ask for signs and then we don't get it. Or you get a sign and you're like, that was just coincidence. Make it a signier sign. Divine masculine hasn't been asking for this. He's just getting a lot of signs now. Usually it's a way the universe has of getting our attention, of helping us know that we're on the right path. Many think of this as synchronicity. For example, multiple sightings of a certain type of bird or animal can convey a message to the viewer. While dreams are seen as gifts from the divine, omens can be considered as friendly, as a friendly and helpful smack over the head with a baseball bat. Utilizing omens does not take much effort on our part. We usually don't even need to pay particular attention, as omens are often glaringly and obviously unusual. However, the wise witch will also always keep a watchful eye on her environment. It's a sign that an answer is right in front of our eyes. It's an affirmation by the universe regarding a course of action or a situation. You see, course of action or situation, it's divine masculine is getting signs that he needs to be somewhere at a certain time, or he needs to take action, or he needs to say something like that. And it'll be signs that are of particular significance for him. Hey, Diamond. What else have we got? Oh, 3. The Ten of Air. She's doing tarot, we know. That's exactly what it is. She's doing tarot. She's trying to find out. So the divine feminine is like intuition all the way now. Almost in her mind because of it, in her feelings as well, but totally tuned in. Totally tuned in, like, what's going on? I need to feel out what's going on. The Four of Earth. What's that about in this deck? It's different, this deck, than normal tarot. Earth. Four of Earth. I'll flip that page. Didn't want to let me in then. Four of Earth is stones and crystals. A sense of stability, of being grounded, of endurance. Haven't been here forever. It's very groundedness in this card well, this was always meant to be kind of thing. I think 2 people here are realizing this was always meant to be. And it has been before. You know, there is no time. And so when we meet someone, if we are together with them in the future, we're together with them already. And when we realize that the signs and the feelings that we're having are just because it already is. There's a solidity in that. So when we realize it, we're realizing reality, the reality of it. Power, resources, and energies that have been collected and stored, put in a safe place until needed. Resources, huh? There's a divine timing element about this card as well. Something to do with past lives, too. It's always been that way. I was tapping into a past life last night as I was going to sleep. I wanted to know about it. I saw it clearly, in fact. And I get it. And I get this lifetime as well, why it kind of corresponds to that lifetime. I'll share it at some point. And then we've got the Seven of Fire. I'm glad these cards are coming out again. We've got Venus out. The 7 is Uranus, the crazy genius of the skies. He brings shock, surprises, but in the long run they're exciting and beneficial. When Uranus decides to make its presence known, it's usually by way of sudden, big changes. Hasn't Uranus got something to do with what's going on with the nodes at the moment? Something to do with the alignment that's going on at the moment, I'm sure of it. Well, I'm not that sure of it because I'm not an astrologer, but I think it is. When Uranus decides to make its presence known, it's usually by way of a sudden, big changes, sometimes brought on by radical, impulsive behavior, or just as likely brought on by no apparent cause. The events heralded by Uranus, serve to break us out of ruts and inspire our inner genius. Rules are broken willy-nilly and originality and insight ensue. Freed from bonds of stagnation, boundaries and ennui, independence, innovation and idealism are the new normal. The 7 of Fire promises exciting times. We should be ready to expect the unexpected from life and from ourselves, from our person as well. In this case, do not expect the surrounding cards to provide much detail about the particulars. That's the point of this experience, not knowing what's coming. But we want to know, which is why we're doing tarot. Right? Oh, let's do some mini reads. Thanks for your donations, Simran and Jessica. Anyone else want a mini read? Get your donations in. Check out the pinned comment. Comment that's pinned up top. You can ask any question. Or you don't have to ask a question. You can just ask general guidance if you want. But, Simran. Have you got a question, Simran? Did I miss it? Oh, you've not put it in. Still waiting on your question. Let's do Jessica. What do you need to know right now, Jessica? What does Jessica need to know right now? Jessica? Growth and service. At work at the moment, you being of service and growth in that way. So perhaps movement with your life path can, where it comes to, I can't even speak, get my thoughts straight. When it comes to work, but it's not work, it's like what you came here to do. How you came to be of service, how you can be of service. There's growth there, so you might be getting a lot of signs at the moment, Jessica, about what you can do, where you can do it, who you can work with, that kind of thing. There's movement happening there, so follow those signs. Be firmer and find a new approach. This is about digging your heels in and doing it your way. A lot of us here that are watching me are here to do things differently. And so a lot of us were born into what we didn't want this time around, so that we would step out into the unknown and do things our way. And then we can be innovative, right? And so if things are a little bit too close to what it is that we want, too close in alignment with us, we'll just go along with that and we won't create change. But if it's like wildly out of alignment with us, then we're more likely to create the change and then do it our way. So again, this is about your work and about being of service, Jessica, and doing it your way, digging your heels in, because other people, they won't be. They'll be like, no, do it the way it's always been done, kind of thing. Yeah, so you might need to strike out by yourself. Be really firm in that of doing things your way. Always helps, right? Like you'll see those, say with YouTube and tarot readers on YouTube, it's only the ones that are doing it their way, doing it their own way, that do really well, right? It really stands out because you're doing it your way. if you try and be generic, just be like the rest, you know. Anyway, breaking new ground. Expect signs, movement around all of that. Hair's tickling me. Simran, do you have a question? You'll have to be in the next round. Oh no, the question's in the thing. I see it now. When will there be a positive change coming in my life with regards to your job? When? I won't use that. When? Let's use this. When will there be a positive change in the job? Seven of Pentacles. There's more work. More work to be put in first. Seven of Pentacles is always about putting the work in because we're learning, right? We can't move on from a situation until we've got the lesson in it. And sometimes we can look at external life and think, when is this thing going to happen? It's like, well, the universe comes back at us saying, well, it's when you've got the lesson. It's when you've got what it is that you're getting from what you're doing at the moment. When's there going to be change? When you've learned, when you've changed, when you have been through a certain experience and got the gold from that, that's when it's going to change. Don't move on from something until you've got the lesson from it. Got to be involved in it, be in the moment and be involved in it. Like, what's here for me? What is here for me? Like, and even for people watching this that are resonating with this message of, if you're single, it's like, well, there's something in that for you, you know? There's something to learn where you are right now, and you need to be involved in that instead of looking ahead. Definitely got this energy, Simran, of looking ahead for the change instead of looking for the nugget that's here right now. There's something that you're learning in your work at the moment, or there's something that you need to learn in your work at the moment. Let's find out what it is. It feels like it's around people to me, but let's see. Fulfillment, empower self. Yeah. I think I said this in your reading already, in a private reading. It's about you empowering yourself, so standing up for yourself. It's about that balance of how much you will go the extra mile and how much you will stop yourself from going further than that extra mile because you're self-loving and you'll stand up for that, and you're like, yes, I will do the overtime, but no, I won't do that particular job, or I've done enough overtime. I'm sorry, you're going to need to ask. It's about fulfilling your wishes by being empowered. You're getting the chance here in this job to learn empowerment, learn how to speak up for yourself and where your limits are. It's about boundaries. And we don't want to have like complete boundaries, like, no, I'm not going to do anything extra for this job. But we don't want to be complete, doormat either, or feel like we're becoming a doormat and always saying yes to stuff. Mirror, reflection, strength, and courage. You've got examples and people around you of this. Some people will be the doormats and they'll be complaining about it. Why do I always have to do this thing? Well, they don't. They could stand up for themselves and say no. And you'll have people that are with those boundaries, and they'll be getting a lot of respect, because when we have boundaries, we get a lot of respect. So it's all about that. And so you practice. Be here now in that job and practice that. Use it as a soul growth kind of thing right now. Laura, thank you. High self-guidance for you, Laura. Perfect timing. Wow. Laura. Gentle arcana, self-love. Self-love is subtle, isn't it? It takes time. It's the little things that we do for ourselves. And it all builds up to this like self-respect, and it builds over time of doing the little things for ourselves. No grand gestures in self-love. There can be, but it's not real self-love when you're doing grand gestures. It's more not this, not being okay kind of thing. You know, like law of attraction stuff. Teachers, they might suggest that you do something like big for yourself, like a big change. You know, go all in on something. And if you do that, it might work, but it probably won't work if you're not doing the little self-loving things, the little things that are just about you being okay about yourself. So it's the little things. It's the little things, Lara. Big message about the little things, because when you're okay with yourself, you do something self-loving for yourself, it'll just be something small. I got some oysters yesterday. That was a self-loving thing, because they just opened the stall, the oyster stall, and they were all out, and it was like 400 baht, which is how much? How much is 400 baht in Australian? 16. So $16 for 5 oysters. The stall had just opened, and so I got to pick all the biggest, juiciest ones. And I'm telling you, they were from the mainland over here. They were massive, like the size of the meat in them, massive. Wow, that was a very self-loving thing, because I haven't done that for myself at these things before. I haven't bought them, and I've wanted them, and I don't know why I didn't previous times, but I did it for myself this time. It's little things like that, allowing yourself something. It's the little things, not the grand gestures. Same with love too, isn't it? When someone's loving us, they're not just doing a grand gesture every now and then. They're doing the little things all the time. You've also got freedom and touch. So touch is about the little things again. It's about the little things. It's just a small amount of something, a small amount of freedom. Right. So if you're not feeling free and you're like, I really should make change. I really should make a grand self-loving gesture to myself and free myself of everything. That's not necessarily what you need to do. These cards are saying what you need to do is just move a little bit more toward freedom. Just a little bit. It builds up until you change your life completely. So it's the little things. There you go, Lara. If anyone else wants a mini read, get those donations in. Check out that pinned comment, and we'll do some more later. Let's get back to the thingy. The cards. I'm going to do the So Below deck. Oh, the Magician. What you doing in there? No, it's from this deck. I thought I had a card missing, but no. It's from this deck. Okay, the So Below deck. Shouldn't just run away from everything. No, I did that, Lara. I was extreme. Why was I extreme? Yeah, I gave everything up at the same time. I gave my corporate job up, my marriage up. I just like quit everything, sold all my stuff, sold the house, moved to the other side of the world, joined the circus. No, I didn't join the circus. I started a business, but I just did, everything all at once. And I can see now that it was a grand gesture to me, yeah, but it was quite self-violent to do that, If I'd been doing the little things, of course, my life would have been completely different anyway if I got that self-love in place in the first place. But a lack of self-love indicates that those giant leaps that we make, we don't need to make them, apparently. What have we got here? We've got the Two of Pentacles. She's like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? Should have put more vanilla in there, shouldn't I? She should put more vanilla in there. I love vanilla. Let's read it. The Two of Pentacles for this deck. What more can it tell us than we already know? By attuning to the elemental energies, we, like this skilled woman, can work with the flow, balancing many tasks with grace and ending up with lovely creations. Maintaining balance, creating good things. Maintaining balance. Divine Feminine, you're maintaining balance. Four of Chalices. She's looking very relaxed there, as if she knows that big cup's coming. Four of Cups. Three wonderful gifts are presented to this woman, but she doesn't care for any of them. Instead, she visualizes the fourth option, that big shiny cup up there. This situation could lead to manifesting something amazing, or giving into depression. Which will she choose? Stay focused on that big shiny cup that you know is coming, and remain in balance. Then the Seven of Chalices. It's about choice. The world is full of opportunities, and we're full of potential. As this young woman now knows, the imagination is a great gift, for through it we can experience all possible futures and thereby commit to one and manifest it in our lives. Okay, she's seen one, hasn't she? This is saying that she's seen one. She's had a vision of one, of a possible future. Now, what I was saying before, there is no time. And sometimes we have a vision, or we have a belief that is so in alignment with what already is that we know to choose it because it feels like we already have chosen it. So this is saying that the Divine Feminine has been getting herself balanced, but she's been having these visions, and they're spot on to what reality is in the future. She's had visions that are absolutely spot on. A deja vu kind of thing. I think we're going to have deja vu. I think something's going to happen and we're going to be like, didn't we do this already? You'll know to choose it because it's already happened in your imagination. It's like, I already dreamed this. I'm spot on, you know. Oh, about the Divine Masculine. It's very feminine heavy, this deck, this particular one. Knight of Swords and the Empress. Wow, look at that. You know what that means? There was just an outage of the Wi-Fi. It's come back pretty fast there. Hopefully it didn't interrupt. But look at this. I was asking about the masculine. The Knight of Swords and the Empress. You know what that means? I'll tell you what it means. The Knight of Swords. Well, let's read it out. The Knight of Swords. And this deck. Oh, these decks aren't very good for the court cards. They've got the tiniest bit of information about them. Knight of Swords wields the power of his mind and knowledge of language to achieve his goals. Communication, clarity, movement forward, fast movement forward, the Knight of Swords, toward the Empress. So toward the Divine Feminine. He's got clarity. He's realized, this is my person. Remember, he's being bombarded with signs at the moment. It's like, this is it. This is it. You see, this is showing how we're both getting into alignment at the same time. So we're Six of Pentacles, so that this collision can happen. Both getting on the same page through different avenues. He's getting it through signs. He's getting that clarity. She's getting it through her intuition, through visions and stuff like that. Like the universe took a snapshot of those two cards, yeah. And these two, remember these two that came out, the Emperor, then the Two of Cups, and the Sun. They're like, this makes me happy. There's something in that. I'm allowed to make myself happy. You know, the Divine Masculine has been doing that. Divine Masculine has been up to a lot lately. The masculine as a whole are getting quite scared now. They are not so much the divine ones, they're not. The other ones, they're realizing all of a sudden it's put in their face. I've got to step up now, otherwise I'm not going to get it. You'll see it. I saw it. Nikki posted something and there was a man responded to her. She posted something on Facebook about doing things for your happiness, and he's like, no, well, sometimes you've got to sacrifice your happiness for other things. She's like, what do you mean by that? Because I don't think it's ever a good thing. And he said, well, sometimes you have to stay married and you have to be like for the children and stuff. And that's what it's about. That's what the masculine's going through at the moment. They're realizing she doesn't need to choose me anymore. She doesn't need me. Women don't need me anymore. They have to choose me. And I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not being enough. No one's ever going to choose me. They're wanting to get that control. They're like, shit, now I've got no control. I've got no power anymore. I can't force them to stay with me anymore. I've got to be better. Remember, like, we've got like a lot of masculine on this planet. They can't even like look after the basic needs themselves. They're like babies, unable to even care for themselves or care for a home. So the masculine is like, shit, I better do something. And of course, some of them will be trying to gain control. Like, no, you will do that, trying to trap. But a lot of it is around marriage. It didn't surprise me when I read his comments that he brought up marriage. It's like, yeah, that's what the masculine is going through at the moment. They're realizing they can't hold on anymore. They can't hold on to a woman anymore because she doesn't need to be that. She's got options. And then we've got the divine masculines, and they're realizing that they're allowed to be happy, that they don't have to stay in those situations either where they're not happy. They can choose what it is that they want. And they're realizing that these signs that they're getting in this divine feminine that's available to him, but not completely available yet, is the one that makes him happy. The Emperor. So he's like, I need to communicate. I need to communicate to the Empress. Tell us more about this. The Moon and the Seven of Swords. The Moon is the unknown card, right? And the Seven of Swords is deception. I'm not sure if this is true. I'm not sure if this is legit. Is he kidding me? The Moon is beguiling and magical. We've got a full moon tomorrow. It can reveal amazing mysteries. However, wandering around in the moonlight in an unknown environment is dangerous, as its light conceals more than it reveals. In such a landscape, it's easy for the mind to see monsters and fears where they may not exist. An uncertain situation, both fraught with deception, right next to the deception card, while revealing important truths. An uncertain situation, both fraught with deception, while revealing important truths. And then the Seven of Swords. Fears. This is fears. Fears coming up. What if this isn't true? Trust can be breached in many ways. Trust issues. When we take what is not meant for us, we are behaving in a way that's counter to the truth. Because like attracts like, expressing untruthful energy attracts the same and creates more in the world. Whatever we create, we're responsible for. So this is about someone taking something that doesn't belong to them. Like I was just saying, the undivine is not just masculine, it's feminine as well. The undivine ones, they're going to be trying to gain control again. Like, no, you cannot move on. You cannot be with someone else. You cannot leave this job. No, I will not let you sell the house. They're like grasping at control. Divine masculine comes toward the feminine with some news. He needs to tell her something. He needs to get the ball rolling. Divine feminine is like, whoa, let's go. It's all happening now. 3 of Cups. Let's party. Divine masculine says, I'm still in this situation. It's still unknown. Someone's still deceiving me or having this control. It's not yet sorted out. There's so much unknown about it. Divine Feminine is like, oh, her trust issues kick in. She gets real scared. It's that same message that I was getting from the Page of Wands. It's so exciting, and you think it's everything. You think, this is it, this is it. And then discernment, it's like, it is it, but it's not it yet. And it's not everything yet. Let's put it that way. One more card. There's still an element of control going on. Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. I'm not taking those. Yeah, it could be about that. Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. In fact, it could be talking about two feminines there. The Empress and the other one that's trying to control. Queen of Wands. Right, the Queen of Wands is saying to me that then the feminine can take action. So whatever this communication is coming in, it aligns with the vision that the Divine Feminine has got. The Divine Masculine knows that he needs to communicate it. He's getting all the signs kind of thing. He wasn't going to do it yet because he didn't feel fully ready. Because there's still something lingering here. Whatever it is, it's divine. I mean, there's nothing going wrong here. This is the way it's meant to be. Now, why would that be? Let me tell you now about the past life. I had a past life with my person. I saw it really clearly last night. And we were born on the same day. And we grew up together in a palace. And we were inseparable, like twins. Everyone called us twins. And we spent our whole lives together, in fact. And then, of course, when we became a man and a woman, things changed, right? Because then there was these feelings. We kind of pulled away from each other a bit as it was changing. We had this period of confusion where we're best friends. I don't want to change. It's scary changing it. What if I lose my best friend by revealing my emotions? And so we had this time, which is very similar to what we're going through right now, of this unknown. And then, of course, I don't know, I can't remember how it went down now. I don't think I saw a vision of that, but one of us did. One of us revealed our feelings. The other one had the same feelings and that. And then we were happily ever after kind of thing. Yeah, until something happened when he went away and died. It was war. He went away to war. Very upset with him. And I died of a broken heart shortly after he died. Anyway, we had most of our lives together. And then I realized, oh, that's why this time we've had half of our lives apart. But then we're still in the same situation. We still get into this situation where it's like, can't reveal my feelings. It's too important to change this because we might lose everything. So I think there might be an element of that going on just with these trust issues coming up. Anyway, the Queen of Wands is about Divine Feminine then being able to take action. It's like the Divine Feminine's given enough with what the Divine Masculine says to take some action. Queen of Wands, she's very attractive, of course, and oh, look at this, Queen of Wands here, encourages expression of passion within a safe environment. She keeps it quiet. She knows then to keep it quiet, like I was getting from this. She's encouraging expression of passion. So she can get moving on things. But she knows to keep it under wraps. Just keep it in a safe environment for now. not going to be able to scream it from the rooftops, apparently. Let's get some Starchild tarot out about it all as well. Who else? Thank you, Anne. Anyone else want a mini read? To Anne and whoever else wants one shortly. But let's get more into this. Is there anything else we need to know, Starchild? Love becomes the risk, yeah. Because there's so much riding on it. Which suggests that you've already got something with this person, or it's just so big and you both know it that you're scared by it. Scared to mess it up. Anyway, there's a catalyst at the moment, and it's because at last, both on the same page somehow. See, we don't need to get rid of all the fears because both of us are fearful about the same things. Trust issues, definitely in this reading. So whatever happens, it might really press those buttons that you've got around trust. What else do we need to know? Three of Cups at reunion. They're coming together. Oh, look. It's the pyramid. Is that the alignment we've got going on at the moment? You know, the Lionsgate alignment is, what is it? Orion's belt lining up with something or other. I don't know. Some of you might know. But just interesting that the Three of Cups is like alignment happens. Three of Cups from this deck. I love this book, so I'm going to read it out. It's more conventional, this, but it's still really beautiful the way that it's explained for these cards. The Three of Cups indicates a time of celebration, creative energy, and social gatherings. This highlights an emergence of spiritual and psychic growth as you learn to raise your vibration to entirely new levels. You surround yourself with people you love, and together you create wonderful and blissful memories. If you've been overexerting yourself in some way, now would be an opportune time to relax and take a break. Give yourself permission to explore the interests which will fill you both spiritually and emotionally. What future adventures lie just beyond the horizon? You know, some of you might be going somewhere and your person's there. They go to the same place and you get to spend some time in a bubble together, away from everything else, and creating those memories, but it being like a taster kind of thing of what's to come. That's what it feels like. Some kind of reunion, you know, or getting together. Tell us more. Again, that message of alignment, because both in alignment, both on the same page at the same time. The Ten of Cups, wow. It's starting to build this happily ever after. You both know it. I think that's what the communication might be, is that recognition. It's like, you're my person and I'm your person, aren't we? Kind of thing. The Ten of Cups is a magical, loving omen to receive. It signifies great happiness in all areas of life. Family life, friendship, love. It's the establishment and understanding of mutual respect, honor, and cosmic bonds, which connect you with others through lifetimes. It's going to be a very deep conversation that goes on about we're meant to be together, aren't we? And it's establishing this happily ever after. This card also indicates an enlightened state of spiritual awareness and inner strength. It reflects the spiritual foresight which allows you to navigate your life with honesty and confidence. Oh yeah, honesty. There's something in that too. It's like complete honesty in all of this. I got that, but I didn't say it. I got it from somewhere. I can't remember. The silver linings are always visible. The glass is more than half full, it overflows. You understand the universal force of love and the oneness of all consciousness. And there's something about you, perhaps, I think you will, both understand why it has to be this way. It's drip feed. It's like the universe is slowing us down. I think that's what it is. I think the universe has slowed us right down. I think it slowed us right down from the start. It's like, you will not mess this one up. You will do it slowly. And even when it starts off, I'm going to force it to be slow because there's still a restriction here. So you can't go all in and mess it up and go into your old patterns. It's going to be drip fed. You can only be together at certain times so that you don't rush this. I think that's what this is about. You're getting on your happily ever after, and you're talking about that, and you're clear on it. But then it feels like you're going to have to be apart again, and keeping it under wraps, and going through the process that you need to go through. In other words, trust issues coming up, or whatever it is that comes up for you, going through that healing process so that you're good with taking it slow. And the Divine Masculine is going to be going through a process as well, of course. Trust issues, perhaps, for both. I don't know. Is this card? It's that card. Give it to me again. This. Ace of Swords, Sword of Truth. Boom. Wow. I think it's all going to be put out on the table. All right, Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords indicates a heightened state of spiritual and mental clarity. It's the emergence of great determination and power in order to reach your goal successfully. That's the Emperor, right? Really powerful. It marks a new beginning, project, plan, or vision. I think you're going to find out you're both on the same page with this vision and with what you want and all of that. And it's like, I want this, and yes, I want this too, and oh my God, I want this, and I want that too. And it's like, wow, we're really aligned, aren't we? Yes. It marks a new beginning, project, plan, or vision. So you could be planning it out together with this sort of truth. Really, like an intense conversation. It will be. It very often this also connects with an accelerated shift in consciousness as you're able to move ahead with wisdom and truth. It may feel as though nothing can stop this progress, regardless of what the future may hold. Now is the time to seize opportunities in order to create new positive changes in your life, a time to stand out on your own against all odds. Beginning, prosperity, joy, victory, determination, power. You might put a plan in place of how to be together. It might involve the feminine taking some kind of an action. What else? Stop it cards. Coming out in chunks. I don't like that. It's better. The Star. Last night, I'm like, why doesn't the Star card come out? I was asking my guides. Why doesn't the Star card come out? It hasn't come out for ages. Why? Why am I not seeing the Star card? I would have thought it would be in more readings by now, because the Star card is about, it's that knowing, like, someone's your star, someone's like amazing, that they're like perfect for you kind of thing. And here it is. Star. XVII is 1517. The star is a beautiful omen to receive. You have every reason to feel hopeful at this time. So remember to look ahead with optimism and strength. Be optimistic, not pessimistic. Remember that. Part of your positive outlook comes from remembering to see the beauty in life as you've experienced the inevitable challenges along the way. So don't get focused on the challenges. There will be more challenges to come. Don't focus on that stuff. Get excited. Yet still understand the importance of love and gratitude. From this state of knowing and trust, the serendipitous magic seems to continuously unfold around you. There's something about that trust. I think trust is going to be the tricky thing after this conversation. Not that there's any red flags or anything like that. It's just remaining positive, remaining positive. You think the Ace of Cups next, Susanna? You might be right. The star indicates a good balance of creativity, work, desire, soulful aspirations. It's really balanced. This is pretty much saying, you're my star, you're everything I've ever wanted. We're completely compatible. We want the same things. It's even more aligned than I thought it was. You'll be hearing things from them and you're like, wow, you too? Yeah, I've always wanted that too. Now is the time to move forward with your lifelong dreams and do the things that make you truly happy. This will allow you to connect with your spiritual power and raise your vibration even further. Remember to always move forward with the love and light, whatever that means. And don't forget to take the darkness with you too. Hi. Your path will continue to grow brighter each day. Woo! Spiritual love with others. Bright prospects, hope, inspiration, new beginnings, success, creativity. Thank you, guides, for showing me the star card. I was wondering where it was and why it wasn't coming out. So, if you thought you were aligned already, wait until you have this conversation. Ain't seen nothing yet. Look at this, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords, the star. And then the chunk of cards. Oh no. It's not temperance, but it's as bad as. There's 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck there that's going back in the box. It is going to bring up anxiety and stuff like that. But we've got the 6 of Crystals, the card of reciprocation again, on the same page. We're on the same page. And then the 3 of Wands is the card of waiting. But there's still some waiting to do. Look at the artwork on that. She's sat there. Something's shining out. She's naked. And those are kind of emanating, perhaps from her sexual parts. 6 of Crystals. Let's read it from this. So then we're aligned. 6 of Crystals indicates a state of balance and abundance in your life. You recognize the value of your relationships, spirituality, the mutual benefit of loving support of others. This is also a time for inner growth and prosperity. You've risen to the occasion and can now look back on your choices that you've made that have led you to a state of knowing. Okay, so you're going to be able to look back and go, now I can see why we had to wait and go through this. It'll all make sense. Because you had to rise to the occasion, because the Divine Masculine had to rise to the occasion. Both had to step in your divinity to be able to get this. Very important rites of passage to get to this point. Grown so much to get to this point. Opportunities, gifts, or rewards may be closer than you think. Your wait's not going to be that long. Again, new opportunities, generosity, prosperity, advancements, growth, abundance. Got the growth card out first. Things are happening. Movement. And the 3 of Wands, but there is a bit of a wait. The perfect moment. This story unfolds. So if you can look back and you can see, I can see why we had to wait. See how you had to level up, I had to level up, and all of that thing. Well, just keep on trusting that there's a little bit more of that to do from this point forward. It's going to be sooner than you think, that star card said. 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands marks a time in your life when you can look to the future with total clarity. Yeah, the 3 of Wands is that. It's waiting, but you can see it coming now. You can see it coming because you've got the right information through. This wisdom comes from having the foresight to walk your own path with confidence as you move forward. Your hard work has paid off. but it's not time to rest just yet. You're now gaining momentum in achieving your dreams and are aware of how your creativity has the potential to expand your goals to the next level. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know, the Divine Feminine gets into action. I wonder what that is. It's like she can get working on something. I don't know. Something like that. Ready for it. Ready for whatever it is you've decided that you're doing next together. Now, that could bring up trust issues for the Divine Feminine, right? Because the Divine Feminine, I think the ones that I'm reading for, we've done a lot of doing everything in relationships. Now, if the Divine Masculine is still caught up in something, still having some completion going on, and if he asks her, like, you know, sort this stuff out for us ready, Divine Feminine could be like, oh, really? Me putting all the effort now. It could be triggering. That's why it's a trust thing, right? You're now gaining momentum and achieving your dreams and aware of how your creativity has the potential to expand your goals to the next level. You have a wonderful system of support from friends or family members, which strengthens your enthusiasm. Oh. The Three of Wands also indicates a state of understanding. You know what it takes to reach your goals. So some of you could be actually revealing only to very safe friends, I mean allies, about what's going on. Be very discerning about this though. Judgment card came out there after that celebration kind of thing. Be careful of who you tell about this. But you're definitely seeing something coming now, and I feel like the Divine Feminine is going to be then taking action toward their dreams together, and that might feel very one-sided right now because it feels like Divine Masculine is still caught up in something. Look, like paperwork and stuff like this, things being signed and still not signed, sealed, delivered kind of thing. The ending or whatever's going on with the Divine Masculine now, it's not quite finished yet, but the end is in sight. And anyway, it's done enough that they're communicating their truth now. There's nothing can stop that. I don't think that's going to go backward. I think people are trying to gain control by not signing these papers or whatever it is, but it's still inevitable. It's happening now. I think, yeah, it feels like even if someone else or other people are trying to cling on to that control, the universe is the catalyst here. The universe is pushing it like, no, that needs to be let go of now. There's only so much clinging we can do before the universe steps in and sweeps it away. So if the masculine is communicating to you that there's still some element of control and something in the way still, I would reassure them and go, I think the universe will sort this one out, you know? Have that trust. It's a big message here to have that trust. Anyway, it's very exciting. It's very exciting. It's communication coming. They want everything to be just right before they come forward, but they're not going to be able to do that. And why? Because love's always a risk, right? You've got to take a risk. It will never be all perfect. We're never completely ready for anything. We've got to take a risk, right? We've got to go, I'm ready enough. I'm ready enough right now. And that's what it is. That's what this reading is about. Ready enough to take things to the next stage. It's not all the way yet. And you're going to think it's all the way because Divine Feminine thinks she's completely ready. Divine Masculine feels like it's not ready. Divine Feminine feels like she is completely ready. And it seems to be like they get in alignment when they're like, I'm ready enough. She kind of lets go a little bit and like, oh, well, maybe I'm not completely ready. He's like, well, maybe I am more ready than I think. And then they collide. Paths collide with this matching of visions and signs stuff. Yeah, there can't be any control in this. Universe is like, you guys, you cannot get together unless you're doing this right. And I'm like, I'll do it right. And you're like, no, you're not doing things right. You've got all of this crap and this crap that you do. And so the universe is kind of really managing us at the moment through this. Wild, huh? Well, we didn't get the Ace of Cups. We didn't get the Ace of Cups because it's not Ace of Cups time yet. That might come. When? When's the Ace of Cups time? So when is it? When is it going to be all on? March. Snowdrops. Isn't it? It's the first sign of life, isn't it? From winter. March. It's all going to be on in March. This story is going to unfold from here. It surprised me that it was so far off. I was expecting October. I was expecting October. How about you guys? Are you expecting a certain time point for when it's like on? No, I'm not going to ask again. Give me a sign. Okay. And let's do your mini. Anyone else want a mini before I leave? Get your donations in now, because I'm going to be out of here soon. I'll just clear these cards up while you're doing that. New teeth and new relationship. Well, 5 new teeth. Oh, I hope it's not going to be too painful. I think there'll be a bit of pain involved, but hopefully not too much this time. How exciting! Yes, I'm feeling this shift. I am feeling it. That'll happen. I'm so disappointed. Okay. Tidying up. Well, that's very promising, isn't it? Look at this. Emperor, 2 of Cups and the Sun. You bring me happiness, is what he's saying. And now I'm trusting that. It's realizing what the feeling of alignment is. It's happiness. It's like, oh, I'm allowed to make choices that make me happy. Anne, okay. Anne, what do you need to know at the moment, Anne? Let's find out. So, let us all know. Join our Facebook group and let us all know when it happens and how it happens. Because I think we're talking, of course it's going to be different for everyone because of the alignment of that, when the universe manages to get you both in the same place. But let us know how it unfolds. Anne, what do you need to know at the moment? You need to know, move away and appreciate self. Let go of the things that aren't you anymore, the things that don't feel great. Yeah, the things that don't feel great. Let go of these things now. It's time to have a look at what and who and everything that's in your life, the stuff that you do, patterns that you have, all of that, and go, what isn't fitting for you anymore? What isn't feeling absolutely great anymore? And move away from those things. Just don't do them anymore. Just don't call them anymore. Don't message them anymore. Don't go there anymore. Just don't do it. Appreciate yourself enough not to do those things anymore. If it's not making you happy, don't do it. And then you've made that space, go within for guidance. So you'll make some space within your life by doing that, and then go within for guidance. So use that space to meditate and ask, like, what's next? So I've let go of that. What now? But when we let go of things that aren't really for us anymore or aren't making us feel really happy, we'll make the space for something that will make us really happy. And so then you're asking the universe, what fills this space? What's coming in? Yeah. And so moving away to appreciate yourself doesn't have to be terrible stuff. I mean, if you've got terrible stuff in your life, absolutely move away from that. But it can just be like it's time to level up and You might have good things in your life, but it could be even better, kind of thing. So that's your message. Movement, a lot of movement going on. So thanks everyone for coming along. Exciting times. And thanks for your donations, everyone. And yeah, I will not be here on Friday because I'll be on another island. But I will be here on Monday, which is perhaps your Sunday. And be doing the messages for each sign as well. We'll do this show again next Wednesday. This is going to be a Wednesday thing each time. So let's find out. Let's catch up in a week's time about this divine masculine, divine feminine, and see what progression has happened and see what the messages are next. And yeah, okay. Thanks everyone again. Join our Facebook group here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.